Many of you don't know me, and I think I've had about 3 conversations with Andy and Sammy total. And first I'd like to say thank you so much for sharing your stories about Drake. And I didn't know Drake, but the stories that you guys tell me, I felt a lot of that I wished he was my friend. To be like, we had a lot in common. My name is Destiny, and my friends joked and called me Des Tiny. And we'd always joke and stuff, but they call me Big, but my nickname was Des Tiny. And I also love haunted houses and talkies. I don't know what I'm about to read because I don't have really a lot of recollection from it yesterday. But I sat in a parking lot and I felt obligated to type something to find some sort of understanding of how I was feeling. So forgive me, I don't really know what I'm about to read. Thank you for allowing me this space, allowing me to join you in this sacred space. As some of you may know, I didn't know Drake personally. I never got to hear his laugh echo through a room, share funny faces with him, or any of his jokes, or feel the squeeze of his embrace. I did, however, feel Drake's essence ripple through to my core. On February 10th, I was 25 years old. I was at the end of my rope. My hands blistered and cut from hanging on so long. That type of hypothetical rope burn was the first of its kind my hands and heart had ever witnessed. I knew my hands and my heart were close to letting go when I was thinking about my parents. How would my sisters react? How would my best friend understand that I've tried hard to stay above water? Do I write letters to them all? I thought to myself, only to realize that it would take an eternity and my hands were already too weak to pick up a pencil. I was scared and my thoughts began to recycle through my head every few minutes. They were dark. After hours of building courage, I spoke up to one friend at work and said, I need someone in this building to know that I'm not okay. One friend quickly turned into another, and as I phoned some friends and my therapist, we discussed my options. After a long day and developing a safety plan, I decided to go home. My soul was tired, and I simply just wanted to rest. I didn't feel in that moment I needed to hurt myself anymore to make it stop. Because I was convinced that when I laid my head, the exhaustion itself would stop my heart. I didn't think I would wake the next day. Much to my surprise, I did. I'm not sure at what moment in this dark day that I saw Sammy's Instagram post, but I do know what I felt. I will share that with you in just a moment. I woke on Friday the 11th, one of the safe people I had told about my mental state. One person told the wrong person. Around 4 p.m., I received tormenting text messages from a number I didn't know. They stated, So you think that taking a mental health day is gonna save you? When will you stop being the victim? I was in shock at how cruel someone could be. Before I knew it, a friend of mine sent me money for a rental car to go to St. George. I had to have seen the Instagram posts of Drayke at least 20 times at this point. My own family and friends shared it on their story, and it was the main topic that I saw when I opened my phone. I met Drayke over and over again. I felt seen and heard. His hopelessness, confusion, exhaustion were all something I was well acquainted with. The courage it took for you to post that in your darkest moment was what sparked a light in mine. The perspective I gained was something I'll never forget. When I arrived to St. George and began feeling my way through my pain, I spoke to a friend about Drayke. I cried, speaking of his hands. I cried knowing that I was so close to it being my own family. I saw the true reality of what my choices could lead to if I walked away. My heart was so heavy in seeing Andy's blank stare and Drake's sisters clinging to his body. It hurts me that I didn't have the opportunity to provide Drayke the perspective that he gifted me. I'm proof that it only takes one person, one post, or one text message to make a difference. I'm eternally thankful that Drayke was my one person. My 26th birthday was on February 16th, a few days ago. I wouldn't have seen my 26th birthday and helped my dad that day and ate Chick-fil-A had it not been for Drayke. To repay Drayke for the gift that he gave me, I feel obligated to remind you that your grief is not meant to be felt alone. Ask for the hugs that you need and hold on as long as you need. Provide the tissues and ugly cry together. There is not one place on earth that you have to cover up this pain. If you feel like Drayke or I felt, I'd be honored to share the gift with you that he did with me. A cup of cocoa, a funny movie, a hug, or moral support. Drayke needs you to remember that you are not alone. His essence is still woven into all of your lives. All you have to do is look.